What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is about safety. I put a lot of money and time into this car, so I don't want to have it catching on fire. But in all seriousness, it's always good to have some sort of fire extinguisher in your car, especially a performance car. If you mod it, do any kind of performance upgrades to it, you increase the power level, which increase heat, which increase possible liability for a fire. Unlikely for a newer car, but you never know. But more so, it could be someone else, someone you're riding with, someone near you, one of their cars catches fire. So being the person that has a fire extinguisher in your car, and a good quality one that's been serviced and ready to roll, is always a good idea if you're in the car scene, because if you've been around the car scene for a while, you've seen some pretty sketchy things happen. So people doing their own wiring and stuff like that, so you know what I mean. But and especially those guys that do the track days. I don't track this car very much. I may do it a couple times a year, but when I do that, you know, if something were to happen, I want to be able to be the first line of defense against my car catching fire versus waiting on the fire trucks to get there, because by that time you could have no more car. So with that being said, let's get into it. So if you're not aware, the OEM BMW fire extinguisher is actually made from a company called Jockel and Gloria. And I believe these are provided or offered from BMW in Europe, but not in the United States. I, of course, live in Florida in the United States, so this was not an option for me. I'm not sure why they do that. If you do know, drop a comment, because I'd be curious to know that as well. But this is from BMW, and it's made, this bracket is made for this vehicle. So it's a direct fitment. It is OEM fit and finish. So it should be very, very simple. This should be a level 1 out of 10 install. And you'll see once this is installed in the car, but it's very, very simple to use. I mean, you're simply pushing this once, which drops this is a safety lever, which drops down, allows you to push the actual ignition, and then you're gonna have a steady stream of extinguishing power. So super simple to use, 2 buttons. And like I said, this is designed to be in a BMW. Now, the company I got it from is OEM Extinguishers. They're a company out of Texas, so definitely check them out. I'll throw up their Instagram right here and drop their information in the description below. But without further ado, let's get this installed. First things first, let's go ahead and move the seat back. And then raise it up. Okay guys, once we have the seat up in the air, it's very simple. There's 2 mounting brackets, one right here, and then one right here on the left. And these are pre-installed with the seat. This is not something that I added, and that's simply going to be able to allow the bracket from OEM Extinguishers to slip over it. The best thing is all you need for this is a T40 bit and a flashlight. That's the only tools you need. So let's grab those. So we take a look at the bracket. You don't have to remove the fire extinguisher. I did, just for demonstration purposes, but you don't have to do that. So if you look at the nature of this, you can tell how there's an opening. And essentially that little gap is gonna slide right over these brackets on both sides, and it's gonna hold itself in place until you put the T40 bolts on. So this drops right into place. And we come over to this side, and that one drops right in place. And now the bracket is holding itself in place. Now all we have to do is put the 2 bolts in and tighten them down. So as you can see, both T40 bolts are secured, holding on the bracket, and now we're ready for install. So to install this, it's gonna go in with the opening facing the rear of the seat, and the nozzle right there is actually gonna fit. There's a little male right there. So that little male portion is gonna slide into this portion of the fire extinguisher, and that's gonna simply align it. So take it, once it's fully open, slide it in place, that locks in. Now it's secured. Once it's fully in, take this clamp over the top, slide that down to hold it, push this down all the way. Once it clicks you're all set. So as you can see, super easy to install, straightforward, simple, 2 T40 bolts. I know some of the other models like the F80 has a few more bolts, but it's essentially all the same. And you can see how easy and simple it was to put in because it's an OEM BMW part, which I love. I'm trying to keep my entire build OEM plus as much as I can. So this product was the perfect fit for me. So once again, OEM Extinguishers, great company out of Texas. I'll link their stuff in the description below, but definitely check them out. I'm super happy with it. Hopefully I never have to use it, but if I do, I'll be ready. So catch you guys on the next one. See ya.